Hey everybody, Nathan from Credo here. I have Peter McCurry from the Co-Accountants joining me for this series. We're just going to talk about to all our self-employed clients or clients thinking of starting businesses, some things to look out for, especially with regard to lending, but also some accounting in general. So Peter, thanks for coming today. I just wanted to really touch on, for the clients out there, just the importance of having cash flow management, why that's so important.
Yep, so basically, if we start talking about cash flow with a lot of clients, there's various aspects that we're finding in the industry and various industries that clients don't consider, predominantly driven around factors that they're not considering when planning cash flow. It's amazing how many businesses I'm finding that are actually working just on an ad hoc basis of making payments. Which can be detrimental.
Absolutely, especially on our side, for trying to get lending for them. Yeah, because
it does raise many issues, especially in and around factors that they're not considering. And one of the main factors we're finding is people aren't considering. They've got quarterly GST that's due. A lot of the capital repayments they're making on assets or loans when they're planning for cash flow, and PAYG and superannuation. So things that are creeping up throughout the period that actually cause a lot of issues. And they're getting to the end of a quarter or the end of a month and they're kind of short cash flow.
And all of a sudden it might come to someone like us and try to borrow back for things that are debts like that.
Correct.
Well, not only can it be hard to do, not that we're worried about being hard, the point is if you can't actually afford that, that might impact you trying to go into the next quarter or trying to grow.
Yeah, and we're finding those issues. We're finding those issues with lenders such as yourself, a client wanting to get extra borrowing but they've not planned cash flow appropriately, and as a result they're sitting in a position where they can't refinance or they can't borrow at all because the banks aren't looking at it favourably. It's probably a no-go zone for a bank, really.
Absolutely.
So what we're doing is we're implementing better processes and systems. So we'll talk about forecasting a bit later, but we'll talk about how and what we do in order to plan cash flow. So there's a longer-term cash flow, which you do with your forecast, but then there's also short-term cash flow. So we look probably 4 to 8 weeks, because there's certain things that we plan to change, that change in any business. So you might be expecting payments to come through or information to come, or certain customers delay a payment because they're being delayed.
And that can depend on your industry, right? Some industries just run at different terms and everything else. That I guess is why it's so important to have a business accountant that actually understands it rather than just account down the road. You might be able to get away with it just to sell it.
Correct. So so what we do is we implement a bit of a process, and it's a short-term forecast to allow them to kind of plan on what they're doing. And the other thing that most people don't consider as well from a business front, especially if you are self-employed or you're setting up a business, is the cost of living. So what they require in order to live. So sometimes what they do is, they might be expecting to have a $200,000 salary, but the business isn't in that position, or they've got enough cash flow but they're drawing on it, and eventually sometimes the business can't afford it because there's a downturn. So it's really looking at not just what's happening inside the business, but what they require outside
to actually
business.
manage everything as well.
Yeah, correct. And that's where we drive that part.
Cool. Okay, so that's that episode on the importance of cash flow management.